Hello and welcome to Caretaker's Corner, where we discuss everything that has to do with taking care of your elderly disabled parents, your disabled spouse, and your adult disabled children. My name is CJ, and I am your guide on this caretaking journey. And if you notice, I am back upstairs today because I made a mistake and watched some scary shows, and yeah, I'm a coward, so I was hearing stuff downstairs when I tried to shoot the video, and I was like, forget it, I'm going upstairs. Okay, so in my defense, it is like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have been up for quite a while. So this video is one that I should have shot about 3 months ago. As most of you will know, my dad passed away in July of last year, and I was going to do a 1-year video about what all I've gone through, both financially, the paperwork, and personally, emotionally and all that. To start out, I need to start with the fact that overall my dad and I were not that close emotionally to one another. He passed away, and obviously I was quite upset by that, especially initially. I think doing the grieving process videos certainly helped out and allowed me to work through some of the grieving process. Barbara and I have both recently gotten into counseling because of the dog attack, and so that will help with some of the feelings that I'm going through and I have towards the whole dad dying and my feelings towards him. And I mean, it took a while to get over it. Initially, I was very upset, as you all know, and I've worked through it, and I am in no way as upset over his death as I was at one point. That's not to come off as callous or anything. We were just two very different people on two very different paths. But I did take care of him until the day he died, and I felt I did my job as a child, so that's what matters. As far as the paperwork and everything, it seemed to have gone on forever. I am still getting stuff in the mail. We get stuff in the mail for him almost every day, where it's like people didn't get the message that he had passed away, and they still send him the credit card companies that I canceled the credit cards for and paid off are sending him, advertisements to get the cards back and everything, and it's like, I don't think so. So that's kind of an annoyance, and I want you all to be prepared on that one, because I know that my grandmother still receives stuff in my grandfather's name, and he died before I was born. So, I mean, and so she died in like 2015, I think, and she was still getting stuff in my grandpa's name. So that can go on for quite some time, and I know that when Barb's mom passed away and we kept getting stuff for her, it upset Barb and her little sister quite a bit. So that's something you want to keep in mind too, because you're going to keep getting those mailers and their names long time after they pass. I know their mom passed in 2013, and we still get stuff from, ironically, the Social Security office every year for her. So, like I said, those are just some things that you're going to want to remember can happen and keep in mind. I know that the financial paperwork for his final estate took quite a while. I actually had to go to court and get a judge to sign an order so that I could get his car put in my name, which is all he really had was this car. I can't imagine the paperwork for some people where there's going to be a lot of assets. I know it took, well, because of work, it took a while to go for the courts, but I mean, it still took like 6 months to get all the paperwork taken care of and all the accounts closed. And I mean, I canceled all the credit cards immediately, And the checking account was in both of our names, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I still had to wait till I got the death certificates to get a lot of that paperwork done. And that's something you might want to think about, is getting lots of copies of the death certificate, because and you have to pay for those, by the way. But we had to have it for everything, for the funeral home. Well, they're the ones that actually got us the death certificates, but he was a veteran, so I had to have the paperwork to show he was a veteran, so he could be buried in a veteran cemetery. And then for all the credit cards, I think I had to send a copy of that to all the credit cards. His student loans, I had to send a copy to. Had to take a copy to the bank. Had to send a copy to his retirement plans. You're going to need a lot of copies of that. Like I said, I think there's still one that hasn't been settled yet. They've never sent me anything saying it was settled anyway. So it is an ongoing process. And sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming, and I'm going to let you know when this time comes that you have to go through all this, just to breathe and take it all in, and remember, you've got this, and you'll get through this. I don't have a whole lot more to share about this, I guess. It seemed like this was going to be a much longer video when I started it, but I am going to be doing a upcoming video on scams. I did notice, going through a lot of Dad's stuff, he was apparently being taken by people. I don't know how many or what, but he is apparently being scammed, and I think that is just so wrong on all sorts of levels. And I started checking some stuff out and discovered there are a lot of different scams specifically targeting the elderly. So I will be doing an upcoming video on that. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have anything you want to write in the comments, please put it in the comment section. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm sorry, I have no idea why I got so freaked out downstairs, but it's kind of got me off a little bit. So have a great day. Bye-bye.